So I think you've established somewhat of a base, Spence. Not quite yet where I'd like to see you. Earlier in the fall, we were sort of following the college pattern and even the pro pattern that you did last year of like, let's do the longer training in the fall, and then come winter, let's jump indoors and see what we can do. We could go that route, but I don't think you've improved marketably to make a difference to do that route. So I would rather go another 3 months and just get you stronger and look forward to outdoor.
What's up, guys? Today is Monday. It's 3 days since that Thanksgiving race. I really appreciate the support you guys all gave. I'm happy with it. 24:19 officially, so 4:52 pace was a really good start for me off of just base workouts. Allie's actually doing her first workout right now. She's doing like hills. She's gonna run up the hill and then walk down. She's coming back really slow just to be safe and not get hurt again. And after that, she's gonna film my workout today, which I'm going back to the K workout that I've been doing all fall. Gonna try to average under 3 minutes today, which should be tough, but I feel like I gained a lot of confidence out of that Thanksgiving race. So if I average right around 3 flat or faster, I'd be happy. My dad wanted like 2:57 to 2:59. After the workout, I want to tell you guys all this awesome stuff that I'm about to do in the month of December that I'm going to take you guys a part of. Once again, you guys have been super supportive of me through this transition period of time. I've got 1 month left of being an official Brooks athlete, and then after that, I'm no longer a Brooks athlete at all. So kind of just making the most of this last month, supporting Brooks, doing what I can to help the brand. But after that, I'm kind of a free agent, so it's exciting. It's exciting times, and yeah. So catch up with you guys after the workout. Stick around for that exciting news as well. Okay, so coming off that race, I'm going back to Seattle tomorrow and doing a lot of other stuff. But what are we doing to continue the training stuff, and what's the plan for the winter?
Well, I think we're going to follow close to the path we've been going. I think the formula you've been working through has been pretty good. The mix that we're doing, a little tempo, intervals, and just about 65-mile weeks. So I think you've established somewhat of a base, Spence. Not quite yet where I'd like to see you. I think you're running close to 24. I'd like to see you closer in the low 23s in that distance. So I still think you've got a little ways to go as far as your heavy training, which is what I term that more the heavy training for a miler. Most milers aren't going to really concentrate that much on this, but I think you need to do it because you seem to have a hole in your training. You haven't had a really strong background in just that type of training as far as longer intervals, consistent tempo runs, sub 5 minute pace. I mean, we haven't done that yet, but that's what I would really like to see you able to do before we start dipping into mile training. In the next 3 months, I'm still looking at it as let's get your 3K down to something considerably better than you've done before. So you just have more strength when you get out into the mile.
Specifically for the winter training, do you have like plans to race, or what is the plan with that type of stuff? And what do you want to do, specific mileage?
You've been averaging close to 65. I don't think it's a big stretch to go up to 75 miles. I think it's important to see like what we're getting out of it. I don't care about getting another 10 or 15 miles a week if there's not something transferable to you getting better. In other words, where is it taking us? I'm not like that interested in you just logging miles out there. If it's quality miles or if it's a way to fit in another workout in the week, that would be interesting to me. So my idea would be try to push you down to start running more in that 4:30 range, touching on different things. We might back off a little bit from the longer intervals and do some short ones just to see what it feels like. Like say, hey, let's see you run 3 repeats at 4:30, just to see if you got that leg speed to be able to do that off of your fitness right now. So we'll delve into some different things, run some 2-mile runs, some other things, but mostly just keep on the same track as far as a lot of interval, but also a lot of tempo runs, which you've been doing a lot more of the 10 milers where you do 3 to 6 miles of it at a much faster pace.
What about racing for the winter?
At the moment, I'm not really interested in doing it. You know, I think that's more of a sort of a mental fitness on your part. If you feel the need to be in a race, that's okay, but I would still like to see you get stronger. I think you have so much more to do just in your background to strengthen your running that I don't think you really need to race. Maybe check in, end of February and possibly run a 5 or 3K, just a more sort of, let's find out really where you're at, see if you've improved considerably or not. We're sort of following the college pattern and even the pro pattern that you did last year of like, okay, let's do the cross country. And it wasn't cross country that you did, but it's, let's do the longer training in the fall, and then come winter, let's jump indoors and see what we can do. We could go that route, but I don't think you've improved marketably to make a difference to do that route. So I would rather go another 3 months and just get you stronger and look forward to outdoor, and then see how easily you can go under 4 and see, get a lot more consistency than you've had the last couple of years. I'm pleased. I think you're doing well. I think we've had a successful, 3 months now? Mm-hmm. Is it about 3 months?
Yeah.
I think your race was definitely, it was the fastest you've run that, so that you got to be happy if you get a PR. You're showing that you can get through these workouts well, so I just think we just got to keep pushing. It's gonna be hard. You're gonna have setbacks, but let's hope they're not injuries. It's just things where we push a little too much and you don't get to where you want. So then we're gonna have to go different ways. I think the most important thing is that we have to continually diversify it a little. We stick to sort of an overall pattern, but how we get there changes, and that's just fundamental for your body to put stress on your body in some different ways, mentally to challenge you more, just a lot of different variables to keep tweaking those. But ultimately, I'm still looking at those benchmarks. I'm still looking at repeat miles. Okay, you're doing them at 4:48. I'd like to see them at 4:38. Okay, or 4:28. If you thought really further down the road, when you can really get into that, you're into a whole different sort of fitness that you've never had before. I'm concerned. It's easier for me when you're home. I feel like your schedule tends to stay a little more steady. I know you're going to be traveling a lot the next month. That concerns me a little, that you just got to really stay on track. Just because you're traveling doesn't mean you can't be doing your training. This training is easy. You can do it anywhere in the country, quite honestly. So you can do that and hopefully keep improving. You just got to stay focused and make sure you make it a priority. You can't get sidetracked.
What is the long-term goal for just this outdoor season?
I mean, obviously outdoor, I'd like to see you back in the mile and in doing sub 4 miles. I just think that you've touched on it, but you haven't been consistent. I think you should be able to get into, by summer, be able to do several races under 4. That would be my goal, and obviously hopefully better than 3:59. That may not be till July, but we got plenty of time. I don't think there's a rush about a lot of this stuff at this point, so you just gotta keep cranking away.
Job, students. Great job, students. Finish it strong. Let's go.
Tough workout. Last one was fast though, 2:53, but did what I could do. Ran like 3:02 for most of them. Then the wind died down, I could go, but probably the least I've wanted to do a workout once I started, so just glad I could suffer through it. Guys, I'm back in Seattle. Kind of a weird transition from my last clip, but I just want to quickly talk a bit about my sponsors. One, Garmin is just an awesome sponsor to have because it's literally the best watch out there. And two, Mantra Labs. I've been getting supported by Mantra for the last year, and they completely believe in me as an athlete. And that's really all an athlete at my level can want in a sponsor. And I absolutely love their product. And all my friends have been taking the product because we get it every month, and they love it too. So for example, we got Randy right over here.
Hey.
This is like, Randy, you're not getting paid by Mantra or anything like that, right?
I'm not.
And you
It is delicious. I do a terrible job hydrating. Mantra's really helped me get there.
Yeah, I mean, Randy's using the Mantra. Which one do you use? The Hydrate?
I use the Hydrate, and then, dude, Mantra Rest is sick. Gives me some wild dreams. I've been sleeping really well with it. I don't usually take any of this, but it's been super nice.
Yeah. For me, guys, I also agree with what Randy was saying. I love the Hydrate. It's just, you put it in your water, you drink it all day, it gives you electrolytes, it keeps you hydrated. That's it's just important to have. And I love the Rest. I'm addicted to the Rest. I use it every night before I sleep. I have amazing, crazy dreams. I think the magnesium in there makes you just sleep really well. So I don't know. Try and go Mantra if you're interested. You can always use my code down below. I'm not trying to push this to you guys, but I just certainly love it. Okay guys, thank you for making it to the end of the video. My big news is that I am currently about to road trip from Seattle to LA to watch Ari, the Devil, do his second career professional triathlon. It is in about 6 or 7 days from now, so I'm super excited to go down for that. And then I'm gonna be Airbnb-ing with Ari and Johnny for a week in LA, and we're gonna be doing runs, workouts, all that jazz together. On the way down, I'm about to meet up with Nick Simmons and try to do some sort of collaboration with him. So I'm really excited for that as well. I think I'm gonna vlog just the whole trip going down, along with all the videos that come along with it. So gonna continue to train super hard while I'm doing this all. Just need to be super active about being smart with recovery and stuff. So with that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Also, merch, coming soon. See you guys soon.